Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stock Market Jimmy. We got a really good episode for you today. Now, today's going to have a lot of good, valuable information. Guys, I listen to a lot of these stock guys out there, and when I watch them, I'm going to have to go out here and tell you that the advice that you're going to get from me is always going to be really honest, and it's always going to be done in a way where I'm looking to protect you. Versus a lot of these guys, they don't care. They don't care. What they care about is their little agenda to get as many views as possible. Sometimes I even think, guys, that these people have literally motivation from Wall Street. I almost think that some of these people who have, over 100,000 subscribers are actually getting paid to promote stocks that they know Wall Street is trying to short, pretty much where, you're going to lose your money. I don't know, because it just seems like that. Like there's so many of them. What they do is they pick stocks that are literally all the way up at the top peaks with the highest PE ratios. And a lot of these guys are really boosting, and they're just going and looking at these stocks that have done really well over the last month or two, and they're just feeding you on these stocks to keep pushing that going, because maybe they bought it for $20 cheaper per share than you are getting it for. So these guys don't care, man. I'm telling you, they just don't care. So you have to be very careful. Kind of try to move this over a little bit so you can see what I'm trying to get you guys to see, in your vision over here is right here. This is what's important. Okay, now I've got some things to talk to you about and discuss about. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to start it off with the stock, a couple stocks that are really good opportunities to make money for the future. So these are going to be stocks that are based on you holding the stocks for long periods of time. Now it doesn't, excuse me, it doesn't mean that you can't double your money or make 50% on your money over a short period of time, like 6 months to a year. It doesn't mean that. You never know on which stock could explode at what particular time. However, these stocks that I'm about to share with you are not get-rich-quick schemes. Okay, these are for people who will buy it and hold it and understand the value that they could potentially earn with these stocks. Okay, now I'm gonna save the best for last. Okay, so what we're gonna do, well, you never know which one's gonna be the best, so I shouldn't say that. Okay, all right, so the typical stocks that we've covered on this channel, like Robinhood, AMD, SoFi. I mean, we can take a quick look at SoFi, guys. I like SoFi, but right now what people are failing to discuss with you is the fact that, Israel just bombed Iran. And what that's going to do, that's why the markets are down today. And oil prices are up. So basically, this particular stock, let me see if I can get this, let me back off this, zoom this back just a little so you can kind of read the stock name. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so Israel bombed Iran, and we're going to basically be trying to protect Israel if it comes down to that. Now, we're trying to negotiate with Iran to say, hey, look, just negotiate a deal so you don't keep getting destroyed. And we all know that's probably not going to work, and we understand that Iran is probably going to bomb Israel. I think everybody would probably agree with that. If they weren't making deals before they got bombed, why would they? They're just not very intelligent. And they're dictators, like they want to, like you can't let those people have a bomb. Iranian people are really nice people. There's nothing wrong with Iranian people. It's just their leaders are crazy. So what this does, though, for the stock market is that if the United States gets involved, You know, we're trying to act like, oh, we didn't have nothing to do with it. We didn't do anything. Yeah, right. Like we didn't give the okay to do this. This wasn't planned for us to do this. So basically, if something happens to Israel where Israel's struggling for some reason, now that might not happen because Iran really got hit on a lot of their missiles, that they were going to respond with these particular missiles. So Israel did a really good attack, and they were well prepared for this attack. And it really kind of crippled Iran. So we'll have to wait and see if they can respond. And if they can, will it lead to the United States getting involved? And if the United States gets involved, this is going to really affect the stock market, and it's going to give us a great opportunity for a lot of stocks that are overvalued. Okay, because that's what's happening in this stock market, guys, is that these stocks are overvalued, but you're not going to have to worry about that when you watch this channel. I'm not going to let you buy stocks overvalued, okay? All right, so what we're going to do, if we look at SoFi, all right, I told you guys that the entry that we wanted for this one was between $9 and $10. That has not changed, okay? So it's inflated from 9 to 14. All right, now this stock could one day easily be $28 to $50. Easily. It could easily go from $28 to $50. However, we don't know when that's going to happen, and we have to do it based on what these charts are showing us. So as you can see, the high was like $22, $23 over here. That was back in like 2001, 2002. Okay, if we look at the 1 year, okay, this stock's already up 100%. So if you bought it at $7, you already made 100% of your money. And if you look at the chart in a year, we're up there, guys. We're up there. So every time, what do I teach you? If you buy up there on the chart, you might sometimes get stuck where when it comes back down to average, next thing you know, you're down thousands and thousands of dollars. And what happens to your money? It gets stuck. You can't sell because you'll lose your money and you have to hold it. So what does that do? It gets you out of the game. You're stuck in the game. Your money's stuck. Who wants to be in that situation? And what causes that situation? Premature ejaculation. Okay? That's what causes that situation. People buying on hype, getting in when it's already went up. If you look at the last month, look where it was. $12.80, okay? $12.80 was the lowest that it's been in a month. If you look at 6 months, $9.29 in over 6 months, okay? Now this was actually April 7th. So you're talking less than 60 days ago, the stock was a low of $8.60. Do you see what I'm saying? So what would happen to you if you bought now, okay, and it goes back to that $8? You would lose almost half of your money. You wouldn't lose it because you wouldn't sell. You would be foolish to sell because a stock like this is eventually going to go up, okay? It's eventually going to go up. But you don't want to be the guy that's buying it when it's already made its moves up, okay? This stock is not that great where you can just afford to be buying it at $14, $15 because you're putting yourself in a vulnerable situation, okay? Don't do it. Wait for crashes. That's what we do on this channel. We wait for crashes. We wait for rare situations, and that's what this channel does. That's what we're all about on this channel. I personally think I'm going to be the best person to listen to when it comes to buying stocks. The reason why that I say that, I watch these guys who have the most views and the most subscribers because they've been doing it for a long time. And what I've learned is that these guys are making between $40,000 and $60,000 a month. Not all of them. Some of them only make like $5,000 a month from YouTube. But some of them, the big ones, are making 40 to 50 grand a month. They're getting all of their stocks for free. Okay, for free. Now, but the problem that I'm noticing is that they don't go into detail about when to get in and when to get out on the right time. They just say, oh, this stock's going to go up. The price is great. Go ahead and get in. That's what people are saying today. I've watched people today, and all they do is tell you to get into the stock, and not one of them said, well, wait a minute, guys. We've got a potential war going on. Why do you think stocks are going down? So why would I want you to get into these stocks like SoFi when prices most likely are going to come down? And you can get it for a little cheaper. Our goal was $9 to $10. So that's what your goal should be for this stock, okay? If it goes to 11, hey, you can justify it. All right. Just be prepared if it keeps going a little lower. You might get down a couple bucks, but overall, you're not going to lose on a stock. All right, moving on. Okay, now, a lot of people are in Robinhood. I think Robinhood has went up too much. It's at $72.22 right now. I think it's went up too much. Okay, now I'm going to show you Nike. Because Nike looks good on paper, okay? It looks good on paper. The company has really been struggling for quite some time, but there's a lot of potential with us making money on this stock, okay? So let's take a look at why. Why could we make money on this stock? Well, for one reason, it's down 36% over 5 years, and it was $61.21. Right here, I'm sorry. It's $49.53 it went to was its low over the 5 years, okay? If we look at a 1 year, it's down 34%. And if we look down here at the bottom, $50. Okay, so in the last year, the lowest that the stock has been is $50, okay? So if we look at today's price of 61, we are right down more towards the bottom than we are towards the top. Okay, so that's a good indication. Now, if you get this stock to just right there, you're already going to be up $6 from where my mouse is. Okay, and that's dead center in the middle. So if this stock can, in my personal opinion, can at least get you $5 per share. Now, the question is, will this war in this situation, if we go to war or we get involved in war, we don't even need to really be going to war. We could just do a couple strikes and that would be a bad day for the stock market. So we could be patient and see if this bad boy can come back to that $56, $57 range for those of you that missed it when I tried to get you to get in on it at $52. I told you guys about this stock at $52, okay? So you might have another opportunity. There's always opportunities out there, guys. So don't ever feel like you have to pull the trigger. Don't ever feel like that. Okay. All right, let's move on. I haven't shown the best one yet, but let's move on. Okay, here's a stock that I want to talk to you guys about. This particular stock, which is called Applied Digital Corporation. Okay, the sticker number is APLD. All right, now this stock, if we take a look at this one, I've got to get a sip of my coffee real quick. Sorry about that, my throat was itching. So what do we see what's going on with this stock? In 5 years, this stock has earned 136%. In 1 year, this stock has earned 154%. If you bought 50 grand, you would now have 125,000 if you paid 50 grand for it. 125,000 you'd be at. Now, if you look, it's up at the top, all right? So where do we want to be on a stock like this? Now, this is a growth type of stock, but I still want to be around the $8 range, guys, okay? So write it down. Write your goal of entry, which is $8 on this stock, okay? All right. Now, it doesn't mean you got to buy it, but it's something to look out for. This particular stock is similar to something like Palantir, okay? All right. This could be another, Palantir. All right. Let's see. But of course, Palantir has the government contracts. All right. Now, I like this stock right here, guys. This one I really like a lot. Okay, this one's called Sound Hound. Okay, I really, really like this stock a lot. I think that the price is perfect. You're right smack in the middle for the 5-year. Okay, it only went up 3.61% in 5 years. In 1 year, it went up 95%. 95%. You would have 1x your money had you bought it at the beginning of the year. All right, now, what could be our damage here? Well, let's take a look. Our damage is it comes all the way back down to the 5s would be a big problem for us. But why are we not worried about that? Why would we not really, if it happens, in other words, it doesn't mean that it won't happen or can't happen, but why would we not worry about that? Because this particular company has too big of the ability to grow. Okay, they do AI voice for automobiles, and they customize it. So they just have too much growth potential. This particular company this particular stock could easily hit $80. I repeat, this stock could hit $80 eventually. Long way from that, but it could eventually reach high amounts where you make 10 times your money. Okay? Making double your money on a stock like this will be a breeze. But keep in mind, it's a hold type of stock. Okay? It's not somebody that wants to make a quick double their money. I'm not saying it can't go to $20 or anything like that, but this is more of a future hold for making money, okay? Same thing for the next one. All right, now this one here, this is another one that is a future money-making machine, okay? Another stock that could hit $80 a share. Okay, let's take a look at this one. 476% it has went up in 5 years. If you bought 100 grand, you now would have almost $500,000, $500,000 off a $100,000 investment. Look at the 1 year. If you bought this stock, oh my Lord, are you guys seeing that? 2,387% this stock went up. 2,387%. Is that even realistic? That's crazy. Okay, so let's take a look at what could happen with this stock. Okay, let's go about right here. $8. We could potentially lose half of our money on a stock like this if it dropped down. Now, here's the thing. This is a future quantum computing stock. This stock could easily be a 10x. Okay? All right, so mark it off. How much money or what do you want this stock to be at for you to come in? It's up to you. It depends on how long you're willing to hold it, okay? If I'm trying to tell you that this stock will easily make you a 1 or 2x, does it really matter what you come in for? What matters is how long you hold it for. All right, I got to show you this stock. There's three more stocks I want to show you, okay? 3 more stocks, guys. SMCI. Okay? basically everybody knows about NVIDIA and AMD, okay? This particular stock right here has a lot of money that you can make over the next 3 years. This particular stock went up 1,300% in 5 years, and it's down 52% this year. The reason why is it made so much money, guys, over these 5 years that it's giving back some money. Okay, I mean, it only giving back 52%. But look where we're at on the chart for the 1 year. We're getting a growth stock right dead in the center. That's hard to do. That's hard to do. So sure, could you try to see if you can get down to $38 before you come in? Sure, why not? Okay, so this would be a stock that would do probably very well for you over the next couple years or year or something like that. So keep that one in mind. Okay, so I've got 2 more stocks to show you. Okay, this one is NBIS. Nibis Group. Now this stock has done pretty well, guys. Look at this. 233% that it's made over 5 years. And over 1 year, 233%. So it's all of its growth has come in at the last year. This year, in the last year, all of the growth has come in for this stock. Now this is a AI data center. Okay, this is an AI type of data center. And they have some very big clients, and they've got a lot of potential to make a lot of money. So I like this stock. Am I comfortable buying it right here? I would like to get it around the $31 range. Never say never. Obviously, war could make that happen. I really don't know. But, again, it just depends on how long you're willing to hold it. Now, you are getting a $5 rebate or 5% rebate today. It's already went down $2.67 today. We don't know what's going to happen on Monday. Okay, the market could drop again on Monday for all we know. Who knows? If Iran makes a deal, then the market's going to go to the moon. All right, or go up at least, not to the moon. All right, now I'm saving this one for my last pick. For those of you that waited to the end of the video, you get the goods. This is the goods. Okay, are you guys ready for what I'm about to tell you? This is my favorite stock. This is my favorite stock in the stock market. I repeat, this is my favorite stock in the stock market right now. And I'm going to share with you why, okay? In 5 years, it's made 168%, which is good because I don't want it to be like 2,000%, okay? It's made 168%. In 1 year, this is what I like. It's down 24%, 25%, okay? Now, this stock is a company that goes to warehouses and sets up AI robotic production. So they have Walmart, they have Publix, which is a big grocery chain where I live in Florida, and they go to these warehouses for packaging, and they provide, they set up the whole robotics for the AI systems that will have these robotics doing the work in the warehouses. And they can pretty much set up any type of robotic system. So let's say that you're like a company like LG, okay? And LG does appliances. Let's say they do refrigerators and stoves or whatever they're making. Those new warehouses are not built for human beings. They don't really share that information with you, but all of those new facilities are basically all being done with robotics. The robots are doing the work. That is the future. Now, it could create a big problem when all of these people are broke and don't have jobs. But people like me will be rich. Why? Because I'm investing heavily in what's coming. So you're either going to be the guy without the job at a warehouse, or you're going to be the guy that invested in the robotic systems that are being set up around the world where robots do the work. And you're going to make easily a 10x. I'm going to make 10x easily on this stock. 100,000 will be $1 million on this stock. Doesn't mean it won't go through its bumps and bruises, boys and girls. Doesn't mean you're going to do it overnight. In the long run, SYM is going to make a lot of money. You will not see this $27.94 for too long. Eventually, it will be $42, $36, $48, $59, $66, $73, and it's going to go up. That's what's going to happen with the stock over time. Over time, I repeat, over time. Okay? Doesn't mean you can't hope that it starts coming down a little bit. You know, like here, $28. That's about where, I mean, we're in the middle, guys. We could get a little lower, maybe $23 if you get that lucky. But you got a lot of people pouring money into this stock. More money goes into the stock price ain't coming down. It would take war and something serious to bring this down. And even if it did come down, smart people are not going to sell it. They're just going to hold. If I tell you it's going to be a 10x, or even, let's say it's only a 2x, who cares? Okay, it's still going to double your 2 times your money. But the thing is, if I tell you that it's going to eventually do that, and you get down $5, $6, $7 per share, why would you take a loss? Don't buy it unless you're willing to hold. It's not one of those kind of stocks that is going to get you rich, okay? I mean, get you rich overnight. That's what I mean. It can get you rich, but not over time. It could get you rich. There's other stocks that you can pick if you're just looking for quick returns that are quicker for a return. Okay? All right, that's going to complete today's video, guys. Do me a big favor, hit the like button. I'm trying to get this stock channel off the ground. I need at least 500 subscribers. Right now, I think I have like 212, which I really appreciate. My gambling channel really helped me out with that, guys. That you guys came to the rescue and got this off the foundation. And hopefully I can get it to 500 subscribers and people really liking this channel, because it's going to be a really straightforward channel. You know, I'm not doing this to, just make videos. I'm only going to make videos when I see opportunities and I can alert you guys on things to watch for, okay? And also, I always will make videos when I buy something and sell something. Okay, guys, you have a great day, and thanks for watching.